Well, another day has gone by of constant consolidation within most of the major cryptocurrencies. It seems like this market since the beginning of this year has pretty much just been steadily declining downwards here, slowly and hopefully patiently waiting to hit some sort of bottom support where the markets can finally reverse out of the trench it's dug for itself. I mean, it's actually pretty remarkable to see how long we've been going where the price has literally just been heading lower and lower and lower and lower, and just a lack of volume overall. It's actually pretty impressive if you ask me. However, typically with this stuff comes, hopefully a reversal out of it. That's the main hope, moving forward in the market here. But literally, it's been 92 days of prices just heading lower and lower and lower and consolidating with little volume. It's like we consolidate and drop, consolidate and drop, consolidate and drop again. This is mainly on XRP. We will be looking in today's episode at XRP, also at Solana, which is starting to veer lower yet again. What else is new? Ethereum, which is surprisingly broken up outside of its major resistance, but I don't think it's going to last. We'll also be looking at Bitcoin consolidating sideways, which within its major sideways channel here, you can see massive consolidation with very little movement overall. I think we can even paint a better picture here. Yep. On the weekly charts, trading sideways, and then we will be wrapping it up with the S&P 500, which I bet you guessed it, is actually doing something quite interesting. We've actually been heading higher. It's like one of the main commodities, stocks, just investment opportunities that's actually been heading higher for the past couple of months, which is extremely surprising if you ask me, and I think we'll be continuing that trend going upwards here. But lots of information to talk about. I know a lot of you guys are wondering, like, when are we going to see some sort of movement? When are we going to see some sort of volume? And I'm right there with you because it is getting increasingly annoying if you ask me. But with all that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Let's jump right into today's episode. Now, guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, just to keep you guys up to date, BitFi is still doing for this month a way to get some free cryptocurrency, $100 to be exact. If you complete your first deposit and trade, you'll get $100 deposited into your bonus account ASAP, super quickly, which gives you free range to trade on it, and you can then withdraw all the profits you make. It's really cool. It's literally super simple. It's completely free. All you got to do is sign up with the link down in the description below, or sign up by clicking on this QR code here. Super quick, super simple, super easy. You might as well go grab some. But with that being said, moving forward into today's episode here, yesterday it's getting slow. I can tell by the way the views go, with the channel here when we have these highs. I mean, if I go back, you can kind of see when we have these major swings in the markets. 2 years ago was back in 2021, 2022, right around that area, we had extremely high views. And then back a couple of years ago, even more, about 4 to 5 years ago, I think if I scale a little bit lower, you can see these were all 2 years ago here. And I know if I go back even further at some point, I know this is many years ago in the past year, about 4 to 5 years ago, I remember we were getting even higher views too, which is all in relevance to each Bitcoin halving that we have. It usually shows scaling in the markets here. And just right now, we're just slow. Markets are slow. We get impatient. It's boring. I mean, think about it. If a company produces the same thing, never changes it, never promotes it, people lose interest. And that's what's happening right now within crypto, which is good and bad. It's good because it means all the weak hands have left. It's good because it means that all those people that we don't really need in cryptocurrency, that only buy in when the markets are hot, they're out, they're gone, they're not in the markets anymore, which means we'll be the first ones to be able to get into these markets to leverage to the upside or to the downside, regardless of the way we formed. I mean, as you guys have seen, it has been proven twice, if not even more, that Bitcoin is here to stay, and it is by no means a bubble. What we are learning is that it is a cyclical market that takes 4 years on average to see new all-time highs, and it has been proven every 4 years, decade over decade over decade, consistently here. So that's what we're waiting for again. And luckily, this year is the start of the halving, which should end in quarter 3 and 4. We should start to see markets much higher than we are right now. This year should be a very good year. And then 2025 should be an even more incredible year for the markets here, which is very exciting too. So make sure to get in, because now is that opportunity right before the halving. Is that opportunity to take advantage of the market here. You can see currently global crypto markets up we're at 1.6 trillion, up only 0.8%. Yet again, flatlined out at neutral. 55, halving comes in 2 months. So start preparing ASAP because it's going to be big. when it comes. And if you're not in it early, then I'll just see you later at this point here, but we'll be able to profit off these runs. It's what we've been patiently waiting for year over year over year. You can see constant consolidation short term, though, within a lot of these cryptos. If I just pull it up, you can see Bitcoin halving prediction super quickly to show you guys kind of when these charts form and how they move from here. You can kind of see this is the 2024 halving right around this level here. This is kind of, well, that doesn't even help us. If we pull maybe another halving, here we go. That was 2022. It's going to take a while to find this, and I really don't even want to do that. Maybe this is a little bit better, kind of in reference to when these halvings are. Halving would be right around here, which is a bit higher than where we expect. No, it'd be right on about 30K, but you can see after the halving, they are even predicting highs of even higher. I don't know if that's going to happen just like that, but I do think we're going to be seeing swings a little closer to about 100K, if not a bit higher. I wish they would show us. I should prepare a chart next time, and I'll show you what it is that I'm referring to here. It's not on the markets just yet, but I am very confident we'll be seeing some pretty solid runs to the upside in the very near future. This is actually the one that I was referencing here. This is perfect. I'm glad we just found it. But you can see here, in reference to where 2023 is into 2024, they're predicting the halving to come right around April here, with the price around 35K, which is quite ironic considering Bitcoin is at 42K right now, and we have 2 more months in the markets, which means we could very easily be 35, 36, even 40K would be right practically on the money for where the halving would start. And they predict a 4x in crypto in the year mid-2025, which is expected because the halving will start, and we'll start to see movements to the upside 50, 60K by the end of this year. Into the new year, mid-2025, we could easily see prices, close in on over $100,000 on Bitcoin, almost $150,000 to be exact, which would be absolutely incredible. I'm glad we found this chart because that's the one I was looking for. A lot of these are the ones that are a bit outrageous in regards to price predictions here. But short term, looking at the markets overall, you can see XRP is now kind of floating on top. We've been rejected off this resistance for quite some time, and finally we're starting to use it as a support, but we're now floating on top of it. Typically what happens is we start to rally off, and I'm hoping that happens sooner than later. It might not bring us the needed volume though, which is annoying. We do have a bullish cross, a golden cross on the MACD here, but the consolidation is it's brutal. We've been in this bull flag for I don't even know how long, literally since November here, November, December, January, we're into February now, almost 4 months of this consolidation to the downside here. And what we're waiting for is 2 objectives here, either a break above this resistance, the small one inside the intraday trading, which we could let rally up to moving average and long it to there, or we break through the top and then we can long to the upside, which is going to take a while. But inevitably, I do think it's going to happen. The lower we fall, the closer we are to bottom, and then eventually we will be seeing the prices rise up. Obviously, taking advantage of those trades on BidFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use on the channel. BidFi allows us to buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses. Not only can you earn $100 in free cryptocurrency, they then have a welcome rewards bonus and a demo trading account. So you can earn over 2K in completing rewards right here, new user, advanced, and exclusive tasks. And then they have a demo account, which gives you $50,000 in Monopoly money, completely free to test your skills. And then when you're ready, you can head on over to the live trading account and trade around with real crypto, but you can practice demo trading on Bitcoin, XRP, Solana, Litecoin, and a lot of major cryptocurrencies, which is awesome. But that's the main focus. That's what I'm waiting for, is a breach above this resistance for us to then head up to moving average, which should happen sooner than later. But we're also focused on Solana. We've now discovered some interesting formations, some 4-hour short-term market movements, symmetrical triangles on Ethereum and Solana. Solana looks to be dipping lower, breaking potentially below this moving average to the downside here, which is annoying as usual, but we haven't really mapped out any trades. You could, if you want to. You can see kind of this descending fractal starting to form. I don't know if we have something like this. That might be something to throw in too. But for the most part, the 4-hour does show a potential breach. So if you want to end up shorting this, you could. I'm just steering away. I'm just showing you guys these opportunities that are presenting itself. We also have this filling in the gap, decision time, and we decided to break to the upside here, rallying up. We're getting kind of caught in the moving average yet again. It's just consolidation. I mean, all of these are consolidating to the upside. The goal would be for Ethereum, which is flatlined out, to move up to moving average here. Solana's goal would be to move up to the same moving average as well, but it looks like it wants to head even lower, which is annoying. But again, we did break out of a major bull flag within Solana, so the hope would be that we can start to rally up to the upside here slowly. It's very possible, but for the most part, there's just no volume in any of these cryptos. Even Bitcoin is just teeter-tottering within its moving average here. It's probably going to continue to do this for quite some time. So until we get some sort of big indicator, technical indicator, or just volume injection, markets are just sitting. And there's really nothing to really trade in on because markets have been floating. Bitcoin has been floating at 42, 43K for over a week and a half, 2 weeks now. And you can see it's pretty much been inside of this for even longer. So there's really nothing to buy in on. Same thing kind of goes with Ethereum. There was short opportunities. Same thing with Solana. There was a small long opportunity. But most of these cryptos, you're better off waiting out. Unless you're going to be swing trading in the short term, you might as well just be patient and wait for that conservative one that will pretty much make up for the losses, or not even the losses, make up for the potential profit we could have made by trading around in the very, very, very short term. But you're better off just being patient. Anyways, with that being said, guys, definitely, or we'll wrap things up with the S&P, sorry. Not really much new. Consolidation yet again. I would likely argue more. We are heading up. I think it would look something along the lines of this. Now that we breached it, I think it would be like this. I think this kind of consolidation here is this right here. And now that we're starting to rally up, you can see pretty much how I projected. We should be nearing some pretty high levels here. Even though we are in all-time highs, which is incredible, I do think we're due to head even higher. But with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.